You haven't had your hands on these things. They look pretty good. What do you make of the announcements from Unpacked?
I think these are hugely significant announcements. What Samsung is trying to do here is take foldables mainstream. So two main levers they've pulled here. One, they've widened the display. So they've made it less narrow. This is an older Samsung foldable right here. And you can see how narrow it is. And if you're used to working on an iPhone or a regular Samsung phone, the narrow form factor makes it quite difficult to use. So they've expanded it. So now in the closed state, the new foldable Fold, this is the $2,000 model, feels like a normal candy bar phone that you can then open up to have even more screen real estate. The other thing they've done is they've released a sub $1,000 foldable. This is a new version of the Flip. That's their vertical phone. And that price point makes it a lot more compelling and is taking it out of the early adopter price range. And it's interesting because foldables have been popular amongst the early adopter crowd, some of the techier crowd, more of the productivity focused crowd. But now Samsung is trying to take it mainstream. And really, those were the two levers they needed to pull in order to accomplish that. So we'll see what happens. Next year, Apple will announce their foldable, which certainly is going to bring a much bigger spotlight to the category, not only for its own product that they're unveiling, but for everyone else who already has foldables on the market.
And Mark, just spotlight Apple a little bit more for us, because you brought us that news yesterday that a changing of the guard, COO, is now departing, perhaps not unexpectedly.
It's a blockbuster move. As one former Apple executive told me, the band is dissolving, right? At some point in the next few years, it's going to be Tim Cook left standing with a whole new executive team around him. These are serious organizational changes happening at Apple. There are more to come. Obviously, Jeff Williams was the longtime number two at Apple to Cook, but really primary decision maker when it came to product development, which products Apple should launch, what it shouldn't launch, really deep in the weeds on expansion for manufacturing into new areas, obviously dealing with tariffs, obviously dealing with their AI struggles. There's really no sugarcoating it. This is one of the most significant departures in Apple's history.
He led watches, health. What's interesting, though, is Sabi Khan, who takes the reins, has been there, for 3 decades and has been managing supply chain. But who do we look to now, Mark, the new guard that might even one day replace Tim Cook himself?
Well, on Sabi Khan, he has been there 3 decades. He's only a few years younger than Jeff Williams. So you're going to see another COO transition in a few years from now, right? You're going to see a lot of movement on the Apple executive team over the next few years. You've seen a lot over the past few years. We've been talking about this several times. I think we've had conversations about this. I've written several articles on this. In terms of the next CEO, look no further than John Ternus, the senior VP of hardware engineering at Apple.